Hello, boys and girls. It's been a while. I know I'm late. If anybody's still here, hey, Alex B. Oh, you can see on StreamYard now who is wrenched and who's not. Interesting. Hold on. Is anybody even here? All right, I'm using a laptop I have never used before, so I'm just curious if I sound like trash or if it's okay. Like, how's it going? It's like a cheap little Chromebook sort of thing. So tell me. I know I'm 8 minutes late. Hey, AYB. All right. Before we do that, I have to see I have this thing in my StreamYard and I have no idea what it's from. It's like an overlay. Oh shit, what'd I do? Hold on. I'm trying to see why can't I show this overlay? Huh, interesting. Never mind. I can't read what it says and it's bothering me. Something I uploaded a long time ago. Oh well. Anyways, so what's shaken? There's so much to kibitz about. There is so much insanity going on these YouTube streets. Do I need to turn myself up? Because I have that little microphone now, remember? Tell me if it's good or bad. You probably can hear everything in the background. Sorry about that. It's TV. I'm not gonna interrupt that. I was thinking about doing this from outside, but then I'm afraid my internet will be shoddy if I do that. I don't know. StreamYard's like a weird thing. And this laptop, like the charger is weird. It's like I don't know. It's not like a regular laptop charger. Hey, Nevaeh, good to see you. So I don't even know where to begin. There is Krama drama. There is drama on these YouTube streets that reaches far and wide. Let me drop a link. Listen, don't take it personal if I don't let you in. Because people are wiling out, and I'm just gonna try to be somewhat. Wait, how do I even paste? Can I paste? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm being limited because I just don't have like the ability to like throw overlays up and stuff right now. And let's see, does none of my peen screens work? Yeah. Why does it say that so one example, because I do the free plan now, so I have to use like the StreamYard overlay. I can't use my own. It's weird. Hold on. What if I remove this one? Delete overlays. I have no idea what it is anyway. Yeah, no. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. Alex09, Sugar Crits. So, what do you guys want to talk about first? I mean, there is stuff happening in Krama, which I don't know if anybody that's currently here is following that, but TT was live last night. She's on a peace campaign, which with of all people, the DeLorean, which is fascinating in itself. But definitely entertaining. So I think Lindsay will be going live later to discuss, which I think will be worth the watch. What else is happening? I saw there's stuff going on with Ernie Shell over on Katie's. Some stuff going on over there. Oh, wait, what am I? Is Alex V? Oh, in case y'all didn't know, I powder asses and I'm a retard whisperer, according to some. So I wear that title. I'm so proud. Of all the things in life I've accomplished, this is right up there with some of my reasons to be the ultimate ass powderer. I'm really good at powdering butts. All types. Yes. Got my hair did today. I'm nice and blonde. I'm nice and super ashy blonde for my vacation that is coming up. So that's exciting. I hope everybody's summer's off to a good start. It's beautiful here today, and I'm in here. I'll powder your ass anytime you want, AYB. I am an ass powderer. Powderer. free the foot. Oh yeah, there's shit going on. Oh, May noodles and COVIDs. Oh, that is you. I don't know why you reminded me of that foot, but you did. There's like some weird alliance going on over there, um, which is interesting because they are kind of similar in the way their internet way of being. So I see it. I get it. I think Sam Hill was going to go live to talk a little bit about that. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. If anybody wants to come up and take co-host responsibilities, because you know what you're going to have to deal with when it's a naughty kibitz. I think and I wanted to do a Trader. I should have. See, I think I should have did this last weekend when I did a Trader Joe's, big Trader Joe's haul. Then I could show you guys. There's been some really yummy stuff I've been getting lately. So who wants to come up with me so I don't run out of things to say? I'm not going to be on here long because I don't know what I was saying about this laptop and the charger. Like, it's weird. It's like a cell phone style charger almost. Like, what do you call them? Like, because I'm an iPhone person, but like what you would use on your Droid or like your tablet. It's that kind of charger. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, girl, we just got a new one that opened up over here. So I have been hooked every weekend. I've been going and getting goodies. And finding new things to try and old things that I love. Of course, remember last week or 2 weeks ago when Alex was live, the rice mochi? I don't know if you guys were there. That was a nighttime stream. I was having my tequila sodas. All right, let's see here. Let me go into the YouTube side because I like to watch the chat from there. But since, like I said, I'm on this like kind of weird device, I have to do it. Shit, I don't even know what to do. View channel from my phone. Hold on, let me mute it. I mean, I was lit, but like lit in a good way. It wasn't like lit in a bad way. Not like, regretful litness. It was like a nice little buzzy. Nice little buzzaroonie. My once a month, maybe. Not even once a month anymore. But I'm going to Mexico in a few weeks, and that's going to be tequilas and toast for breakfast. I can't wait. And we're just going to cook on the beach and float in the pool every single day. I don't need to do anything else, and I will be happy. See, here's the thing about Trader Joe's. I love their snacks. Like, they always have really good stuff. It's good quality. It's like not nearly as like they have some things, but a lot of their products aren't like mucked up with like a lot of ingredients that are just like could be avoided. And the prices are so good. Like, I spend less money in there and get more stuff than I do at a traditional grocery store. You cannot get everything in there that you need, obviously. It's not like a Walmart or Target where you can get like your groceries and your laundry detergent and a pair of shoes, some underwear, and patio furniture all at the same time. But you can still get a lot done. It's very similar to Aldi, I feel like, or Lidl, but even better because some of their stuff, their brand stuff, is really good. So anyway, let's talk about what was happening with the. Hold on. Who has the real vanilla? Trader Joe's? I know that's another thing that's really hard to find. Like, I never realized like there was a difference until like maybe 15 years ago. And then actually going to Mexico and bringing home like real vanilla and being like, holy shit, that's like real vanilla. Oh, I've been watching too. I know I'm like all over the place. I just don't want to have dead air. Dark Matter on Apple TV, so freaking good. Oh yeah, bring back the stuff from. Oh yeah, I will. I'll bring back vanilla. I'll bring back tamarind, like really good tamarind candy, and Fen Pen. That's what I go to Mexico for. Don't judge. Like real Fen Pen for us fatties. But anyway, I digress. Dark Matter, Apple TV, so freaking good. It is such a mind bender that if you like sci-fi weird stuff, you will love it. Hey Dallas, good to see you. Hope all is well. Oh, when I was on Alex's the other day, I didn't finish. I could tell this story over here because some of you may remember the Michael Long days. So there's I guess like a channel, a content creator And she used to hang out in the Michael Long community, and she got her panties in a bunch. I mean, obviously, I'm still thinking about it, so I mean, I'm not saying like whatever. But last year, I had made a comment on a community post where she accused another creator of like some really heinous shit regarding her kids because her kid uploaded something accidentally, like as like a YouTube short or whatever, and the kids goofing around like little kids, right? She turned it into some like crazy weird shit, got other people on it. So like of course I called it out because it was bogus. Well, I went into her chat the other day because she was comparing the Sebastian Rogers case. I think it's Sebastian Rogers. I'm not following this. The only true crime, if you want to call it true crime case that I'm following right now is Karen Reed. And I'm a little behind in that, but not too bad. But anyway, she was comparing, I think, these men, and I had commented, and everybody got up in arms that I was even the nerve of me to even be there. So because of the comment I made on that community post 18 months ago. So that was fun. Cotton Candy Boobs, that's her channel. Check it out. What else? What else we got going on? So let's go back to the Krama drama a little bit. Has anybody, hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you. Anybody else watch TT and all of her live streams yesterday? My one question is, because the last time she went live, now if she's watching, she may be, she could certainly answer herself, or somebody could tell her that's watching, that's going to run and say this. I mean this from a good place. I'm genuinely just curious. The last time she was live, she had mentioned that she was planning on starting a family, or not starting family. She already has a family, but having a baby. So I'm just wondering if, she's very public about this on YouTube. So I was just wondering if that's come to fruition so I can congratulate her. So if anybody knows if she shared that during one of her live streams, I know she did a farewell stream, but then she was live maybe again once or twice after that. So I assume it was like not a real farewell. It was just like a little temporary blip. I'm not following that case, Dallas. Only, like I said, only Karen Reed, because I'm fascinated by in Karen Reed, to me, it's a cut and dry case, like what happened. And I understand not everybody buys into that. I know that some people still believe this like conspiracy thing, but especially after listening to all the witnesses. And the thing is, like, to me, it's very obvious what happened, right? Drunk driving, hit the guy, probably didn't even know she did it because she was 9 vodka sodas deep in a very short period of time. Woke up or didn't wake up, sobered up, whatever, realized she did it, started to unravel, of course, because she's human. And here we are, right? She should have just owned it, or at least said, I don't know if I did or I didn't, but there's a possibility, and just let justice, do its thing and give his family some peace and deal with the consequences. But instead, it's turned in, this is where it gets weird, is the whole rest of it. The entire Karen Reed, free Karen Reed movement is fascinating to me because I just don't understand how adults, even if you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, how easily convinced some people are. Oh, I just found my lip liner I was looking for. I'm so excited. All right. My lip gloss. It's in my other pocketbook, guys. I know, squirrel. Hold on, let me put this shit on. It's so good. It's the new Duck Plump from MYX. Oh, I think I talked about this. I have it in a million shades, but the clear is what I was looking for. I just found it. Okay. So anyway, the free Karen Reed movement is really what is the most interesting thing to me because, they're crazy. I'm sorry. It's like really, it's a good social experiment, or at least like something to observe how like humans are so easily buy into a cause just to have a cause, right? Will my dick fit? So fascinating nonetheless. So that's what I've been enjoying the most. And the testimony, I do think it's also interesting if there's this, I mean, this has been said 100,000 times over. If there is this gigantic conspiracy, I mean, I just feel like at this point, 2 years in, somebody would have slipped up, right? There's too many people involved, in my opinion. But it's definitely for good, makes good conversation. Makes for good conversation, that's for sure. Hold on, how do I get... Oh, Ricada Law. We should talk about that. Who has followed that mess? Oh man, I'm afraid to try to share anything because this laptop is so janky that I don't know that it can handle me streaming something into the stream. I could certainly try it, but that is some shit, ain't it? Turkey Tom did a really good recap on that if anybody's interested. But the only bad thing about it is that he shows Alyssa's channel a lot for like as the clip channel where a lot of things came from. So I was just like a little disappointed that he gave her any credit, but whatever, is what it is. Nobody wants to come up. Nobody. AYB, you should come up. People would love to hear from you. It's been so long. Also, if you need a new sunless tanner, there is one that I have fallen in love with. It is the Isla. Oh, Nick, that Ricada Law stuff is insane. What is going on in his home? It's actually very sad. Isla Paradise medium self-tanning water. It's super thin. You spray it on, you use a glove. It's been really easy. I'm not too orange yet. I've probably been abusing it a little bit because I'm trying to create a base like before I lay out and before I go away. But so I might be a little bit darker than I probably should be, but it has like a green in it. I think Alex V pointed that out to me, and I think it's like making me not look as Cheeto-ish. But it's good. I double thumbs up on this brand. I think I got it at Sephora, but I'm sure you can find it online. Yeah. So Ricada's being charged with like child endangerment, drug charges. Oh, and then the Steel Toe Morning Show, if anybody's familiar with that channel, is somehow roped into this. Like they were all living together or something. I know this. You're not blocked, Rebel. I know this is a hard time of day. Sorry, guys. It's like Saturday afternoon. I'm not going to be on here that long, but you know. So I get it. Everybody's just doing their own thing, like doing what I should be doing outside, being productive. But I was out all morning. I left early. So Nick Ricada, there's like a child endangerment charges, drug charges. You have the Steel Toe Morning Show. April, the wife, the other host on that show, snuggling up to Ricada and his wife. There's some sort of throuple maybe going on there, but I think she's the one that like basically like I think she made some sort of plea deal or whatever you want to call, because she got out of all the trouble, and it's wild, guys. It's interesting nonetheless, but it is wild. It's sad because of course there's 5 children involved, and I think the youngest one is 6 years old. So obviously there's some horrible stuff going on, and I don't mean to like make a mockery of it with the kids stuff, but at the same time, like the evolution of him from when like he first started streaming to his last stream is insane. Oh, let me put up my my grift. Hold on. Wait a second. Don't I have a grift? Yeah, here. There you go. I know that always goes over well. I know that a lot of people like to see that little banner. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, honey, hold on. We're doing Father's Day arts and crafts projects here. So don't forget, tomorrow's Father's Day. So make sure you hug your daddy or your father-like person, or your mother that was like a father, or, tomorrow's Father's Day. Monday is my wedding anniversary. My second wedding, not second year marriage, but we have 2 anniversaries because we've been married twice. I mean, I've been married to the same guy twice. Oh, yes, bartender. It is a perfect example of like the fall from grace or whatever. Come on, is that really necessary? Can somebody get that, please? It's just not nice. I don't know what Rebel just did or didn't do, but I'm sure it's nothing that warrants that sort of nonsense, right? Thank you. Okay, so it's like a fall from grace. I mean, he was very successful. He had to be making pretty decent money. He did have people credit him with like sort of the law talk, the start of like that entire community. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, he was around way before me, but I do think that there's some truth to that. He did provide content that people really enjoyed. He was able to sort of speak on things and make them make sense for people that maybe don't like to follow all the heavy law jargon. Okay, Dave, I have no idea. I obviously missed something. Did I miss something did it happen in my chat? If it did, I trust that somebody took care of it. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like he wasn't even hiding it anymore. Like like, you have some cocktails. Like, I am all for like enjoying yourself. I mean, some people think it's bad to drink and stream. Other people think it's fun. I really think it depends on the individual. But his just got to the point he was like incoherent. Okay, thanks, Dave. To embarrassing, sad. I mean, I forget the number of the amount of money they quoted him bringing in monthly, but it was something. I don't know. I just cannot imagine bringing home, even $10,000 a month just talking to people on the internet. And I think he was way up there. So very sad, very disappointing, very upsetting for his family. And hopefully they'll work themselves out. He'll work his way out of it. I know he released a statement, a video. He said he's like removing all alcohol themed stuff in his studio. He's going to try to just kind of get back to his grassroots sort of. Oh, God. Thank you, Alex. Probably you know better than that. I mean, you know that's only going to result in more bullshit for you. And it's against TOS. Yeah. I shared Turkey Tom's video, so that was a really good example of that. There's also a lot of stuff going on in the lolcow community. There's a podcast / show that it's the lolcow live or lolcow. Oh God, I forget. I'm having such a brain fart. Sorry, guys. I drank Red Bull. It makes my brain go quicker than my mouth. Or my mouth quicker than my brain. Whatever. Lolcow Live, Lolcow podcast, and the Lolcow Live. I'll try COVID, but it's so difficult. I'm sorry. It's so difficult. I can't help it. You're just so entertaining. Okay, so Lolcow Live. So some of you may find this interesting. From this side of the internet, they had Cyrax on, and that ended really bizarrely. Well, not bizarrely. He rage quit, but with Boogie, that guy Tommy, and somebody help me out. The other guy. Who's the other guy? Hey, LA Spike. Wings of Redemption. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. That was interesting. They called him out on his shit and the grooming and all that. Can you somehow send me a signal that this is legitimate, please? Like something, so I know it's you. If it's you and you know who you are. Okay, so you left. So I'm going to assume it's not. All right. But that was interesting. So that's on Lolcow Live. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, the Rue and Nunzio stuff. That's sort of sad and crazy, all wrapped up into one. How does this shit always find its way back to YouTube? I kind of thought they had moved on from this sphere, but I guess not. If their business is back out here, I mean, I can't imagine people were just, looking for shit on them just to look for shit on them without some reason to do so. And Zelly Belly I heard she was, covering that, which I find interesting. I mean, it's your baby daddy. I mean, you chose him, right? Oh, COVIDs. Well, COVIDs, I will say this, as much as you may have catfished some old housewives, I think you're also a victim of being catfished. So what goes around comes around, right? All is fair in love and war. I think that you've been equally catfished by some ladies. Does anybody else have anything to talk about? Or should I how long have I been live for? Probably not even an hour yet, right? I usually go an hour. I mean, I can just keep listening to my voice, but I am going to eventually move on to. Oh, it looks like we got a bad storm last night. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for a letter in the chat. That's not the worst thing, right? So there is, I'll go back to the Trader Joe's thing for a minute. There's two things if you're at your Trader Joe's you should try. Okay. The watermelon sparkling water, that's one. And the other thing that I have, I think I talked about this last time. It's like tastes good, but it doesn't taste good, but you can't stop drinking it. It's like so weird. It's the strawberry rhubarb soda. Yeah, Nevaeh, I mean, he is kind of. So here's the thing about COVID, and I'll leave it at this because I don't want him to get upset because I know he's sensitive, right? Um, I mean, I assume YouTube news and drama coverage that somebody was, it's a sock account made up. I didn't think it was really him. But because he does get upset when people speak on him. But the thing is, he does a lot of the things that he complains about. And sometimes, like, I think he gets a little caught up in the moment and then he spurgs a little bit and not realizing, like, just trying to get his point across, he may not tell the complete story, right? So, and I know this is old news, but like it bothers me when people lie about people's actions, especially involving like children and stuff like that. And I know he had made a comment that I was there to witness the actions, and what happened was he said somebody was threatening like women and children in his Discord. I was in his Discord at the time. That did not happen. It was just stupid banter back and forth. There were no threats, and I'll leave it at that. But it was that still bothers me to this day because it was just bullshit. Even though he did go live and say, okay, because he was mad at me, I kept bringing it up. So he did say like, all right, there was no threats or something like that. He took it back, but still. Ooh, clementine pomegranate seltzer. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, see, they get really good drinks and they're really inexpensive and there's zero carbs, a lot of them. So, sometimes it's nice to have like a fun flavor. I keep forgetting to buy when I'm there. They have this jalapeno limeade that I want to get from when I do my spicy margaritas, but I keep forgetting it. Yes, Sugar Crits, you are in the appropriate line. Please take a number, and your ass will get powdered too. And I'll whisper in your ear a little bit, since apparently I'm really good at that. Harry Bowles. Harry Bowles. That's my favorite name on YouTube because it's just like somebody out there is walking around with that name legally. Oh boy. I don't like it. I don't like it, Alex V. There's been some other accusations about children. I was sort of waiting on receipts for that, not about. So I'm just waiting. And Betty, yeah. So Gimme P. Betty, I'm assuming we mean Dolce Betty. Right. Yes, that's the most recent thing I heard, but I didn't witness it, so I have to get the full I don't want to speak. I'm just gossiping right now, guys, since oh yes, I also love to run around Discords gossiping. In all the Discords I'm in. So, yeah, then there we're talking. I was commenting on COVID's because May, and he's on the May Noodles campaign, I think. Oh, and May is with Alex. Like they put that out. Like they're a couple. Good for them. I kind of assumed COVID's and May would be the next YouTube power couple, but whatever. Ooh, you're getting monthly. You're on a subscription, Harry Balls, with Sugar Crits. You get the monthly payments. I don't get shit from shit. I gotta get my own payments. Speaking of, I do need to go to the ATM and make a deposit, but I can do that anytime. I think of how far we've come, right? Even just in technology and like the world of money and banking. Like, remember the days, even in my lifetime, where you had to make it to the bank before 5 p.m. to like make your deposit on Friday when you got paid? Like, I remember, or to cash your check. Now, it could be 2 a.m. Just do that shit on your cell phone or go to the ATM machine. It's like we've come so far. Does anybody else think like paper money and coins are going to be eventually obsolete? I have like mixed feel. I mean, I guess we will eventually be in like a digital currency world. which I don't know how I feel. Sometimes I like having cash and not using like any sort of debit card or Apple Pay or anything like that because it helps me keep track better of what I'm spending. But at the same time, like it's becoming so antiquated because everybody's using some sort of, you know, not tangible money to pay for things. I mean, Jesus Christ, like you can freaking, you don't even go to the grocery store anymore. All right, listen, Chovids, let's not make that accusation without evidence or proof, okay? I'm going to stand by the fact that there's certain things that should not be said or done on the internet. I am not the word police by any means, but I think making accusations about adults and their interactions with children, regardless the intent, shouldn't be done. Yeah, sugar. I know. I mean, or gold. I mean, they say during the apocalypse or at the end, Armageddon, what would you rather have more of? Would you rather be the person with tons of, let's say, weaponry, ammunition, things like that? Would you like to be the food person? And food, I will not, or the water person. Like, who would you want to be? I'd like to be all three, but if I had to be in control of something, I do think people will kill for food or to feed their children, right? Or people will do things to for their children. I think of children like more so than like their spouse. Like you will do anything during the end times to protect your kids, most likely, hopefully. So I think, I don't know, being the person that could, I don't know, probably best to just be prepared, right? You think weapons, Alex? Yeah. I mean, well, eventually all of the fancy weaponry will not work anymore or will take a poop, right? So, I mean, I'm talking like, you know, far future maybe. So we'll have to like resort to bow and arrows. Yeah. I should take an archery class. BRB, hold the fort down, teach your mom in chat. Yeah, archery and maybe what, hold on, let me fix my headphones. I think I put them on. Yep. Oh my god, I had them on backwards. Archery and then probably like sword fighting or at least fencing. But I think archery is going to be something that's imperative because uh, when it comes, if it's really nuclear, right? Like we really go nuclear, like that stuff we can make. We can make bows and arrows. And I do have a crossbow. So watch out. I remember when my son was in summer camp, like local, like where I live, which okay, but and that he had archery, and I just thought that was like, wow, like who does that, you know? But then I realized it is actually very popular. I think even one of our high schools has a team. Your mom, I always think like, you know, I think I could survive that way. Like my whole plan is when it happens, like whether it's something like nuclear or like the zombie apocalypse, whatever happens, I'm getting on a boat, I'm packing my boat, getting on the boat, and we're just heading out, right? I feel like we can survive that way if I just as long as it's like I just hope it's not just me and the kids, that my husband's there, but if necessary, me and the kids get on the boat and we head out. The big boat, not my little boat, the bigger boat, the working boat. The you know, I feel like I can do that because I can control where we're going, climate wise too, and I'm in a good spot that I can get where weather dependent where we need to be to accommodate our needs. I grew up with no air conditioning. I just want to put this out there. I grew up. I remember specifically my father saying, I put in a pool. If you're hot, go jump in the pool, right? But I live in a place where there was 4 seasons. So it was the summer specifically, and we had ceiling fans, and that was it. And we did it. And we survived until I was an adult. I was living in my first apartment before I ever had air conditioning. I didn't have a freaking window unit. Yeah, and we spent the day outside, and we were outside all the time. We were at the beach all summer, every day. My mom didn't work either. Things were different. I mean, she worked when we got older. She was a teacher. So, but in the summers, I mean, my schools didn't have air conditioning. My home didn't have air conditioning, but Nevaeh makes a good point. We would get up in the morning. My mom would pack the cooler, pack the bags, pack the chairs. Hey, navigator, good to see you, babe. And we would head out to the beach, and we sat at the beach all day. And whether it was, the beach, we were on the ocean. So we swam and we sat there, and we came home when it, maybe it was 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and that was that. I would never thought about it again. And I remember the first time being in an apartment with an air conditioner thinking like, I love this, but I also hate this, because I remember it wasn't the window units, but the central air. Like it bothered my nose and respiratory, sinus, I don't know, something about it. Like the air was different. I almost missed the humidity. It sounds crazy to I don't know. It's just weird. Same thing with I grew up with baseboard heat, and then when I moved into moved out alone on my own, it was like forced hot air, and that was I was like, what is this shit? I hated it. But I should just say I was grateful I have it, right? Now I'm grateful, because now, my God, y'all, I got that air on 66 upstairs at night, because otherwise I'd be hanging my titties out the window. I'd be dying. God, speaking of, my office is 85 degrees. It's disgusting. I feel like to bring a freaking bathing suit to work to wear. It gets so hot and muggy. Yeah, I think that's the difference here, Mom. I think geographically, like I said, I'm in a 4-season state where even on the has there been heat waves? Has it been 100 degrees? Yes, but it is a different 100 degrees than the armpit of America, also known as Florida. Not just, and I'm not going to say that about all Florida. I'm talking about the middle of the state, Florida, Orlando, but not, I don't know. I always liked Naples, Bonita, Fort Myers, that area. I always loved that weather. I think, yes, I agree. Being cold, you can always warm up, right? Or hopefully you can, with layers, blankets, a fire. Harry, I'm just I cannot be hot at night while I'm sleeping. I will hang myself out. There is something about being sweaty and hot and trying to go to sleep. Now in my spoiled, privileged life, I cannot imagine. Oh, wow. I don't think that ever happened to us. We were at a school though, and that's the other thing. I think the school years run different depending on where you are in the States. Not a huge difference, but enough. My school year went from September to June, right? We would start that first day, that Tuesday after Labor Day, and then the last day of school, depending on if you had snow days or not, you would get out anywhere from in the parochial schools, we would get out between June, the first week of June, and the second, whereas sometimes the public schools went longer because they had a lot more holidays off. They had ski week, they had a lot of the Jewish holidays off, which we didn't have, so they'd have to go longer in the year. Yeah, see, we never had that, Sugar Crits, a local pool for the a community pool or anything. If you wanted access, you either went to the beaches, which are not free, but you could get a season pass, the public beaches, or you were part of a club, which was obscene. I still don't understand, because you're only using it from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and they're about 30,000 a summer, and maybe 18 to 20,000 for a locker, 30 $1,000 and up for like a cabana. And that's what people do. Or you go to the river, because where I am, you have the ocean and the river, and that's free. But I love going to the river or the bay because it's great for the kids for swimming, and it's beaches and it's not crowded with all the bennies. Yeah, really. And those poor people in Haiti, oh my gosh, they're dealing with, I feel like, Armageddon. They have those cannibal gangs. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but there is definitely a lot of civil unrest. And they've just, between Mother Nature slamming them, their the earthquakes and stuff, and then their political stuff, it's just really crazy. Yeah, we only had snow days where I am if there was like no way the towns or whoever they hired could get the sidewalks and the parking lots clean. Like if there was just that much snow, then we would never. Then they would cancel, but otherwise we would have school too. I hate snow though. Like I love the look of snow, a couple inches maybe, but like once I have to shovel or like deal with getting my car out, then I'm like, fuck this. We are in until it melts. That is the thing I hate the most. Like waiting for the plows, like, oh. We had this one snowstorm. I wish I could find a picture of it. I'd share it just because I took a picture out my window to like the driveway. At this time I lived in like a duplex. It was like a side-by-side house, and I had the driveway on my side where the other side of the house they could park in front of the house. So my car was in the driveway on the side of the house, and the way the snow was drifting, it was the craziest thing. Like between the house and the car I could see the grass, but then on the other side it was almost completely covering my car, like from the ground up to, like, it was wild. My lower roof on my back door, like you could walk out onto the back porch, but then the snow was like, it was the weirdest thing, like just from the drifts, like came up to that lower roof. That was probably one of the worst snowstorms I remember in my life. Why, you don't want to hear me talking anymore? You know what, stop. What are you doing? That was weird. I like the sound of my voice. All right. So if you don't, you're more than welcome to see yourself out. All right. Anybody got anything else to contribute? Because my little one wants me to go push her on that big round swing we have. The hammock swing. Is this really you? And is there a way? Can you show me it's you before I let you up? Because I don't really want to deal with like. Oh, are you gonna be nice? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, sir. Are you here to be nice, or are you going to be a fresh boy?
No, I'm here to be nice. I was like, she's up here all alone. Why is nobody up there?
Because I talk a lot, and not everybody, thinks they can get a word in edgewise, and I don't really have much to say, Rebster. So sometimes I just ramble on about nonsense, and I think people get sick of hearing about it. But sometimes it's nice just to bits, right? Just to talk about, bullshit. It doesn't always have to be so dramatic and crazy.
I think it's more fun than the drama. The drama's annoying.
Well, I mean, especially when it's just the same thing over and over again, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, obviously.
All right, I'm going to reposition something. So hold the fort down for a second.
Okay, I'll hold the court down. So, y'all, what do y'all think about Donald Trump and stuff? And, or do you think Joe Biden is going to get elected again? Or,
Okay, if I talk now, can you hear me on panel?
yeah,
Because
I can hear.
I'm using headphones instead of a mic. So I was just wondering if that, because I've been using that mic the last few times I went live and separate from headphones. Hey, Kikalani. So I was wondering if I disconnect the microphone, if you could still hear me.
Yeah, I can still hear you. It's. I think it sounds fine. It's not that bad.
So what are you doing on this lovely day today? Do you have nice weather?
Yeah, it's nice here. I was just instructing people to report. I'm not even gonna bring it here. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's not
Please
even.
don't, because
Nothing.
I
I'm
yeah.
just chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling. It's a nice day. It's like nice out and stuff, and I mean, just getting some cleaning done, pretty much stuff like that. Boring stuff.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I try not to take it too personal when people get mad at me on the internet. Um,
Yar.
I try not to like let it trickle over off the internet because it's just the internet. And listen, if this is my attitude, it's always been, if things get to be too much, like for me around here, just because of, it could be anything, it could just be stuff that's happening to people, stuff that's happening to me, then I know then it's time for me to log off, right? So that's just kind of been, I'm sorry, I'm just responding to somebody in chat. I know then it's time for me like to be like, you know what, there's I got better stuff to do than fight with people online. Like a little back and forth is good, right? Some good healthy debating.
Yeah. Like when it gets crazy for me on here, I'll just turn this off and watch 60 Days In or something. It's just like their situation seems a lot worse. I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
it could be worse, right? It could be a lot
Yeah,
worse.
like I mean, it's not like that's the only stuff I'll watch. I'll watch other stuff too, but
Yeah,
60 Days In is
I
one
mean,
of them.
it could be Armageddon. What's going to happen? I mean, we're just talking
Oh
about
my
what
god, I
we're going
love
to do
Armageddon.
without, without air conditioning. What are we going to do without the internet? I mean, people are going to lose it.
They'd lose
They're,
their shit. There
yeah,
would
I
be
mean,
Armageddon again, or be like
it'll be a double Armageddon.
it'd be like
People
Mad Max.
people
Pretty much.
be
Yeah,
searching up satellites to connect to YouTube.
yeah, like how it is in prison, it would be like out here. Like it'd be pretty much like that, probably. Because yeah, I don't know. People are crazy.
Or maybe it'd be good for society. Maybe people would be better if they didn't have so much access to each other's lives.
Maybe if they weren't aware of The Walking Dead or something, but I don't think so. I don't think so. No, people suck.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it does happen, I mean, listen, I feel like it'll be more like political than it will be like the zombies coming. But I feel probably more equipped for the zombie apocalypse than like some political craziness or nuclear stuff. I feel like then at least there's a common enemy. When it's political Armageddon, then everybody's just gonna be out for themselves to hurt one another. Whereas if there's like an actual enemy, people may come together to find a solution. But maybe not. I don't know. Could bring the worst out.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
you
thing
never
I
know what
watched
you
all
mean.
seasons of The Walking Dead. I feel well prepared.
Yeah, I don't know if watching The Walking Dead has prepared me much, but it's taught me stuff, I guess. It's showed me what humanity could be like in their worst at their worst, probably. I mean, I'm sure it could get a lot worse actually. People suck.
They do. Did you watch the spin-off shows from The Walking Dead, like the most
A little
recent
bit.
one? Yeah, I
Though a
watched the
little
one
like
where Michonne found Rick. Like I watched that one. That was pretty good.
oh, she found him? I never even saw that
Yeah, it's
yet.
called hold on. It's called like The Ones Who Live. It's only a few, it's like a little short limited series. It's really good. The Ones Who Live, I think it's called. You could watch it easy,
I don't
couple
know, or maybe I
episodes.
have seen it, but
Yeah, it's good though.
it's
I kind of liked it. I liked the way
yeah.
it that one I liked in particular. Well, yeah, there are definitely. Sorry, guy. Well, it starts with that sugar crit, so I don't think it was a spoiler. I mean, unless I guess you didn't watch the whole other original series. Okay, I'll shut up about that. But
For
tomorrow,
sure.
what's it called is coming back. I think House of the Dragon. If you're a Game of
Oh, that
Thrones,
was fun. I saw that, yeah.
so the second season or the second part of the first season, you know how they do those weird like breaks where they last a year.
Yeah.
They don't just in one season. That comes back tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw the first sort of season thing that they did of that. I liked it. Or what was it, the pilot or some
Yeah,
shit?
well, they did the pilot, and then maybe 4 episodes, 4 or 5. I have to check.
I think it was something like that, yeah. But I saw those. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I always like that storyline, and I saw a really funny meme. It was like, I'm preparing to hold on, I'll try to find it and I'll share it. Hold on.
House Targaryen.
It was
Used to have
something.
HBO.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's on HBO. It was something, or it's called Max now or whatever. Yeah, it was something like, I'm ready to surrender all my morals and root on incest, and it's like the Targaryens because she met. Well, if you watch the show, what
No, I
Games
know.
of Thrones. That's all it is. But it was like really, really funny. Let me try to find it because it was like it was very true. It's like how I feel when I watch that show. I'm like, I kind of want like this particular storyline to unfold, but at the same time, it's so sick. They're all
Yeah.
related. Mama, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's Game of Thrones for you.
Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm gonna have to end this now because we're gonna go outside and play.
Okay.
So we're gonna go push on the swings. But thanks for coming up, Rebel. That was very nice of you to come up and keep me company. I appreciate it, and thank you for everybody that hung out in chat. It was a nice little Saturday kibitz about nothing. But it was nice to see everybody. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the people acknowledging Father's Day. And have fun. Bye.
I
Mama, Mom, we are to go to